today's episode of Beyond the Pedal. Today I'm here with the Army Sports Car Racing team as we're doing some testing with the BMW 116 trophy car. And of course, as the video suggests, this is how to build a 116 trophy car. If you're looking getting into the series, not too sure where to start, or you want to get involved in grassroots level racing, this is the video for you. I think as well I might even get a chance to have my very first track day, a few laps as well, so I'm sure you can all enjoy that as a bit of a laugh. But yeah, we'll be catching up with Ted, the team principal, catching up with Will, one of the drivers, in our usual witty repartee. So that's something to look forward to. It is a very cold and frosty day here at Donaldson Park, so plenty of skids, no doubt plenty of accidents. It should be a riot, but yes, today building a BMW 116 trophy car. Enjoy. There he is, team principal. It's the media guys here. Ted, Big Ted himself, the team principal for 2023 for the Army Sports Car Racing team. How are you feeling about being team principal for 2023? Big job.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super happy for it, super stoked. Loads of plans ahead for this year. Lots of change for this year as well. So it's all been, late January that we're in now. We're starting to put all these plans into place. We're testing in Donington Park. Nice.
And what are, obviously I've let the fans know that it's the BMW 116 trophy car.
Yep.
So what does that mean for those who have never done it?
So for those that...
Hang on, we've got a big recovery truck coming by!
All the cars are coming in, all the cars.
There we go.
So what are we doing for 116? Basically, for those that follow us closely, probably realise or have seen that we used to race the Holden Commodore in the Club Enduro Championship. Sadly, that car's now gone. It's got a new home in America, and what we've done, we've replaced that with the 116 car, which we're going to race in a single make series called the 116 Trophy. Yeah. Cool. And that's is there competitors from the RF and the Navy in that as well? Yeah. So it's not a tri-service series, but we'll have good competition in the. From the RAF and the Navy, yeah. And hopefully beat them as well, like we did last year in the AFRC. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be taking the series really seriously. We're putting our top drivers into the car. We're not just there to make up the numbers. We're hoping to hit the ground running really hard, and that's all starting from what we're doing here today, testing the car, giving it its first shakedown before some more testing later in the year.
Right, I suppose my first time on track, got my trusty helmet, some gloves. Let's go put a few laps in around this what looks like very frosty track. Will's just been out and is going to the car. Now I'm going to go out before any of the actual drivers to have a bit of a ride. So let's go. Okay. Well, how do I describe that? Awesome. To having a go in that car was amazing. First time I've ever gone on track properly, driving a car myself. If you've never done it, you absolutely have to do a track day and a bit of a track experience. Just going out, just kind of my experience on a sim of the lines. Definitely not going in any way hard at all, due to the fact that 1, it's not my car, 2, it's icy as you like out there, and 3, I don't really have the experience. But just having a go in the car, getting it for what it's really like, amazing. And a huge credit, I think, really to the drivers of the team that actually go out and race and compete. So yeah, great to get out in the BMW, experience what it's like. Thank you so much to the guys for letting me do that, but that was mega. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to go and see Will, and he's going to talk us through what it takes to kind of compete in the series, what it takes to build one of these cars and get the gen of what you need to get yourself started in the 116 Trophy Series. And here he is looking, look at this. Look at this majestic, beautiful man. Here he is, Big Will. So, you're here to tell us what it takes to do, to get involved in the sport of 116 Trophy, what you need to build, the kind of requirements. So, can you give us, first of all, the kind of specs of the car that we're running with here?
Yeah, so it's a BMW 116 E87 model.
Yep.
All of the car is pretty much very standard. So the engine is a standard 130 horsepower. The weight is a minimum of 1,130 kilos. And apart from safety and a few racy bits, but not many, the car's pretty much standard.
Right. Okay. So what are the requirements that you? So to go racing, what needs to be fitted to the car?
Yeah. So obviously we have the roll cage for your safety protection, a racing seat, harnesses, steering wheel, fire extinguisher system, battery cut-off. I think that's it. And then as far as like making the car a little bit more racy, we get to use a set of series controlled coilovers. We can use racier brake pads, different wheels and tyres. We're all on a control tyre, which is the NS2R, so every car is built almost exactly the same.
Okay. Oh, that so makes the racing a little bit more competitive then.
Down to the
driver then. And so obviously you've been doing a fair bit of testing yourself.
Yeah.
Obviously I was putting in some serious laps, apparently.
I
don't know about that bit. So how's the car feeling? Is it ready for the series?
Yeah, I think so. First time driving the car today, I've been really looking forward to getting into these cars and what cracking little cars they are. You have to be into the throttle almost 100% of the time, and you're just chucking it into the corners. Obviously they're really slow, let's not beat around the bush, but a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to get out on the grid with 30, 40 of the same car, door-to-door action. For an hour and a half. It's going to be brilliant.
Okay, so if someone's looking at getting into this, they want to do like cheap racing, they want to build one of these themselves, is it easy enough to do? Is it cheap enough?
Yeah, certainly. The initial outlay, as always, of any motorsport is quite high. And the cars are we basically use them all up in the series, so to buy a second-hand car is a little bit expensive. And to buy all the required parts, you're looking at about, I think, 7 to 8 grand just to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
You can buy pre-built cars or second-hand race cars for 12 to 15 grand, which sounds like a lot of money, and it is, but this is a really highly competitive sort of budget championship. So once you're actually in the championship, costs are very, very cheap. Tyres are 300 quid a set, and they'll last you all season if you want. And it's very cheap once you're in. You just need to have that initial outlay.
Brilliant. Well, yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time. As always, mate. We look forward to seeing the car. And have you got any words of advice for those attending the selection day?
Oh, send it.
Classic. Cheers, mate.
All right.
Well, that concludes today's episode of Beyond the Pedal, and what a day it has been. Getting to drive that 116 Trophy car around Donington was just incredible, albeit very, very slow, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't bin it completely, ruin the car for the team for the season. So a nice steady drive, shall we say. But yes, incredible opportunity to drive that, and thank you so much for the team for letting me do it. It has been a fantastic, as I say, and hopefully if you're interested in racing in the 116 Trophy Series, hope this has helped you. Hopefully this has helped you kind of understand what you need, a little bit about the requirements of the car, and of course getting involved as well. Relatively cheap series, as we say, initial outlay like with all these. But anyway, but yes, a great track day here at Donington Park. It's always great to see the Army Sports Car Racing team. I think the The next event is the selection day on the 22nd of February. And if you want to find out more about that, then head over to the Army Sports Car Racing Team Instagram page. I will leave a little link in the description for you. But yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. That's stuff for me. Signing off for now. See you on the next one. Play the outro.